Oh, we did it, we did it, huh? We finally did it, okay. Rule Britannia. Britannia rules the waves, or something like that. Was it the other way round? Anyway, when is a recession not a recession? When a recession is a Richie's technical recession, you see, yeah, shallow or technical. By any other name, it is a stagnation. According to the Chancellor of the Exchequer, we are on the right path. Recession? Well, not really, says Richie Susnak. There's other countries, you see, bigger recessions. Anyway, and about, and it's all Starmer's fault, yeah. Oh, look over there, there's Meghan Markle. And oh my God, a transgender woman just entered a park run. Anyway, whatever you want to call it, a recession, a technical recession, or a shallow recession, well, we all know you can still drown in the shallows, you see. It is like murder. Well, a gentle murder, or like just a little bit dead, you could say. Well, these politicians do like to portray the public as a little bit soft in the head. Well, I suppose the Lemons did vote for Brexit. Is they put the costs in the wrong box that they did? Oh, Brexit vote was stupid. Let's not go there this time. Well, so the country is in an official recession. A recession topped by Andrew Bailey Gimp. And his interest rate rises. And Brexit infused madness in the form of supply chain bottlenecks and, well, no people to do the work, even though that there are, well, 300,000 less jobs. What would be the situation if we didn't have 300,000 less jobs? We'd be even more in the shit, wouldn't we? Yeah. Well, as you can see, the UK's economy ain't doing too great. No. An economy driven by a property market that we can't, well, build houses. No, with 140,000 shortage of construction workers. In fact, we can't get materials like we once did. Well, let's not forget those NHS waiting lists, queuing workers that are unfit to work, or those who are pulling their teeth just so they can get to work. Well, the Bank of England Governor, Andrew Bailey, did say that he was comfortable in stoking a recession if it got inflation down. But inflation is up at 4%. Now, will Richie take credit for, well, for the fact that we're in a recession? Oh my Gideon. Or will he just blame the French? Now, I suppose we are the best at having the most fecked up economy in the G7. Well, I know there's countries that are, well, doing worse than the UK, but only just. But other countries such as the US have got their recession down while rapidly growing their gross domestic product. Not just their product, their net profit in that gross domestic product. The Biden has invested in native manufacturing and sanctioned Chinese imports. I suppose that as well. Well, as you can see, the US has outperformed the UK. But what does Westminster do? The blob. Well, they waste huge sums of money disposing dodgy PPE, paid for with a never-ender. Yeah, a never. Promoted by the likes of Michael Gove and, well, helping little Lola Michelle Moan, although she ain't doing so well now. Having £80-odd million, how to put it, frozen, and they stole her jet. Well, national debt. Yeah, the national debt has increased by 380 million a day since the Tories have gained power. They told us we needed an austerity. And now, well, God, the Chancellor of the Exchequer is telling us pretty much, in words to that effect, that we're going to have another austerity. Hopefully they won't be in power much longer. Well, we should be investing in the drivers of growth, such as the infrastructure and green energy, maybe even the HS2. Let's level up the north. That's what they promised. Even Michael Gove was there. He said, didn't he? We've got to level up. Well, he was a level up minister after all. But not the Tories, no. They're too busy being all political. Yeah, politically planning the next budget to suck up to the popular cons or new cons or whatever the next bad actor funded group from the US may be called. Well, for over a decade, this bunch of charlatans, self-serving degenerates, have allowed huge corporations to bleed the country dry by offshoring profits without paying the appropriate taxes. Pandora Papers, for instance. Why don't we talk about that anymore? Oh, I wonder, because of certain names that might be on those papers. We know who they are. Well, Amazon and other corporations that negotiates the tax rate, or PM that operates investment companies outside the United Kingdom, such as in the US, just to avoid higher rates of tax. Yes, Rishi Sunak only paid 24% in tax. Well, you see, if it's you and I, we would have to pay the full whack of over 50%. Yes, that run is ripping you off, but you already know that, but you're not going to do nothing. You'll just sort of go, whatever. They're all at it. All politicians lie, that kind of attitude. That's ridiculous. You can't go that way. No, we should aspire for better. And if they're not, we have to vote them out. Or keyhole them, if you like. I'm up for that. But I am, well. And then there's Rishi Sunak's Mrs. Shouty Murphy. Whatever her name is. I can't pronounce it anyway. With a non-dom status. Who has benefited millions. Remember, this is Rishi Sunak's money as well. It's not just hers. Well, from Daddy's company, Emphasis. Contracts that Rishi Sunak himself has encouraged. Ministers are encouraging it. They're lobbying for Emphasis. And Emphasis, Captain Murty's Daddy's company, which she's got huge shares in. They're profiteering from the taxpayer. Ain't that a conflict of interests? Oh, I think so. Well, none of this money stays in the UK anyway, does it? No. So what you do is you suck the money out of the British people. Put to the corporations such as Amazon and people like that, just so it can end up in some bank account somewhere else. And it doesn't re-enter the economy. It stays outside of the United Kingdom. Oh, if it don't re-enter the economy, how the hell are you supposed to fund the economy? How are you supposed to fund services via the tax take? But you can't, can you? No. If we are to have a stable economy, we need a local economy. We need to promote local businesses. Encourage businesses to start-ups, new start-ups, what have you. Oh, the money that they earn, they will spend that money locally. Company profits will be used to invest in the company. And supply chains can be protected. All this would create jobs and in-house training. But no, ship it abroad in some offshore bank account. Just sit there. Pretty much forever until the next person inherits it. Inherits it. But what was that in a minute? Well, all this will naturally lead to more tax take if we invest in our local economy. High net profit in GDP. Instead of what we've got at the moment, we've got, we're in negative GDP, hence we've got 2 consecutive months of negative growth. In fact, I will say to you, we have never really got out of a flipping recession. It's been a long time in the making. It really has. If we even... Do we actually ever really get out of the last one? The economy has been propped up by ridiculously low interest rates. All it took, really, was a Brexit, a pandemic, a war in Ukraine, to sink this Titanic. That's all. Well, don't fret. Brexit red tape, isolation, and damage to exports means that the UK, a recession, will continue to get worse. Brexit ain't over, and it's going to keep on biting. It's a death by 1,000 cuts. Sorry, but I just say as I see it. Well, if you want to support the channel, you can do that on Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the links are down below. But we're also planting trees here in France. We're planting 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. And if you want to be a part of that, there's a GoFundMe link down below me, which you can buy a tree. And we will plant a tree on your behalf. And I will make a sign to go with the tree with your name on, or maybe just a memory of a loved one, or even a pet. The links are down below. Anyway, now's the time to start getting those trees in the ground. Well, for now though, toodaloo, and have a lovely day. By the way, we're live every Sunday at 8:30 UK time, and we talk about this kind of shit. That we do, because it's all shit. That it is. Toodaloo. Oh yeah, don't forget the like button. Yeah, and maybe that subscribe one just there. The bell. Oh, don't need the bell icon. Don't forget the bell. Yeah, the bell icon. Because then you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. So for now, toodaloo.